Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining. Sunil here. Can you hear me? Please give your confirmations on the chat box, please. Thank you very much. Welcome you all for yet another exciting session on Python programming. Thank you very much for your responses. Thank you very much for your responses. I welcome you all. Thank you. Thank you very much for your responses. Let us stop the chat. Let us stop the chat. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. So before getting started, I want to have a quick introduction about myself. This is Sunil. I'm the director for Logic Labs Technologies Private Limited, based out of Hyderabad. Close to 11 years of experience I'm having in the IT industry. First 3.5 to 4 years of experience I'm having it in Oracle Applications Platform as a techno-functional consultant. And then I changed my platform from Oracle Applications to AWS DevOps, and I also am involved in Python programming. So this is about a quick introduction about myself. I welcome you all again to this yet another exciting session on Python programming. So this is our plan for today. This is the first day of Python course. I hope you are very much interested. This is our Python. This is our agenda for today's session. So you'll understand what is Python, what is the use of a programming language, what level of programming language is Python is. So, and you'll understand the man behind Python, Guido van Rossum. What are the prerequisites for learning Python, the features of Python, how can we install Python on a personal laptop, and you'll understand what is IDLE, and we'll be creating a first program and we will be running our first program. So that means we are getting started with Python right now. So this is our agenda for today. I hope you're all interested. So, and the way approach is completely different from other instructors. I hope you'll be experiencing soon. So before moving on to today's agenda, let's have interaction with some of the participants. Participants who wants to interact, please raise your hand. There are many participants raising their hands. So let's have interaction with some of the participants. And first point, very happy to share the statistics with you. This is DevOps Python. This is Python batch 1-1, which we are starting on today, 21st February at 5:30 p.m. IST. I'm very happy to share the information. We have how many participants? 3,277 registrations on Zoom. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your interest, and thank you very much for your interest and trust on our organization. Okay, thank you very much. Yes. So before getting started of today's agenda, let's have interaction with some of the participants. Okay, and starting with the Naveen Kumar. How are you doing, Naveen Kumar Reddy? You are now allowed to unmute and talk. Can you hear me, Naveen? If yes, please unmute and let me know your name, your experience, and why are you planning to learn Python. By default, you'll be on mute. You have to unmute and speak. Good evening, Nikhil Kumar. How are you doing? Can you hear me, Nikhil? Yes, thank you. Sorry, I cannot hear you, Nikhil. Please check your audio settings. Please check your audio settings. Abhinesh Babu. Good evening, Abhinesh. How are you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, hi.
Yes, Abhinesh, how are you doing? Thank you for joining.
Yeah, I'm good. Myself, Abhinesh, I have a total 8+ years of experience into the system admin. I am working as a system admin, senior system admin.
Okay, very good.
Birlasoft.
Very good. Very good. So, any specific reason, Abhinesh, why are you planning to learn Python?
No, nowadays so it is required, mandatory. Everywhere they are asking anyone scripting. That is the reason I'm planning to do that.
Python is used in almost all the technologies, isn't it, Abhinesh? It is used in data science, it is used in DevOps, it is used as a scripting, isn't it? It is used in automation. Okay, so nowadays Python is very easy to learn and it's interesting. Okay, I hope you'll enjoy the sessions. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
How do you know about this course?
Yeah, one of my friend has told. His name is Vijay Kumar.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you, Abhilash.
Last batch, I think the last batch he attended.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Good evening, Mallikarjuna. How are you doing?
Fine, sir. What
Thank
about
you
you,
for
sir?
joining. I'm fine.
Thanks for giving this opportunity, sir, to conducting of this organization.
I'm
And
equally
we are
happy. I'm
learning
equally
of,
happy.
more things from your at free of cost. This is the wonderful opportunity for freshers and students, sir.
Yes. Happily sitting from your location. You don't need to travel. Sitting at your location, you are in your,
Yes,
you
sir.
can easily learn the technology and try for the jobs, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Easily do learning of new things like Python and number of courses are freely available at free of cost.
Thank you.
It's a very good thing, sir.
Thank you. How do you know about this institute?
Through WhatsApp group, sir.
Okay. Who shared you the WhatsApp?
Yes, sir. One
How
of
do
my
you-
friends, Madhav Reddy, is referred me
Mhm.
and share the link, WhatsApp link, and I will follow from past 3 months, sir.
Okay. Very good. Thank you. Thank you, Mallikarjuna.
Thank you, sir.
Let's have interaction with Ramakrishna. And many participants are raising their hands. Please don't think otherwise. I'm randomly picking up some of the participants. Good evening, Ramakrishna. How are you doing today?
Yeah, hi. I'm good. Thanks for that. So I'm a DevOps engineer. Actually, I have 10 plus years experience.
Okay.
So I already have an experience on Python, just worked for the 2 years project in that. But just want to know, like, basically I learned Python through videos. Like, for example, if there is any particular task on automation, so I used to work and I used to go through that video and accordingly I just learn.
Okay.
But exactly how to build, implemented, what is
Got
the
it. You have not learned from the scratch as per the
Yes,
requirement. You have
yes.
learned it, you used to write the code and fix it.
Yes,
That's
yes.
it. So, but this approach, I hope you'll have a more comfortable approach right from the scratch. You'll understand
Yeah.
building
Yes,
the Python
yes.
programming. Okay, I hope you will enjoy the session. Ramakrishna, your location.
Hyderabad.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So actually one of my colleague Harish shared me this.
Is he also working in Python?
Yeah, in my not welcome. I'm from Wipro.
Okay. Okay. So he is also working in Python.
Yeah, he's just started.
Okay. Convey my regards to him. Thank you, Ramakrishna. I hope you will enjoy the sessions. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. There are many participants joining from Australia, Singapore, US, Canada, UK. So let's have let's have with the international participants. Francis, how are you doing? Your location, what's time for you now?
Sir, good evening, sir.
How are you?
I'm very much fine, sir. First of all, thank you for giving us this opportunity,
Thank you.
and especially for the free training. Actually, sir, in 2021, I heard your AWS classes, sir. That is also free of cost.
You
So
have
now
attended my
I'm
AWS training?
Yes, sir. I have attended
How
through
is
my
it?
interest. Yes, sir. The classes are absolutely wonderful. Even I'm working as a faculty, sir, now
Very good.
in engineering college, but your teaching really it made me so much it made me to have interest in the
Thank
technology,
you,
sir.
Francis. I'm sure learn Python, deliver this Python training to your students in engineering college. Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Please. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Zyko, how are you doing?
Yeah, I am fine. And you?
Doing well, thank you. I think we are talking for the first time. Your location, your experience, please.
Yeah, I am in Cameroon, in Africa.
Cameroon, many participants
And,
from Cameroon join every match. Are you from reference?
Yes. No, I actually attended the AWS DevOps with this from this same institute from last year. Yeah. So I'm actually I have 1 year experience in AWS. So
Very good. You have acquired 1
associate
year of
solution
experience.
solution architect. Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Any specific reason why are you planning to learn Python?
Yeah, I just want to extend my knowledge, my scope on programming language.
Good. Especially in the IT industry, we should keep on adding our skill sets, isn't it? Zyko, okay?
Yeah,
I hope like
exactly.
AWS, you
Yeah.
will also enjoy the training. Okay, all the best and keep learning.
Yeah. Thank you.
How are you doing, Babat? Babatunde.
I'm doing well, Sunil. How are you doing this morning? And
Thank you.
hello.
I'm doing
Yeah.
well.
That's good. That's good. So I've been taking your Python course because I purchased it on Logitech, Logic Lab, your website. But you know, I thought it also makes sense to come live. You know, sometimes I have questions, and you know, I'm taking it back.
Yes. Good, good. Keep
It's
learning.
I just have to say it's great because you broke it down in a way that you know I never thought I could learn Python. So yeah, you really kind of like break it down in a way that like anyone who doesn't have a programming language background, they can really just, you know, learn it, pick it up.
Yes. In fact, it is easy. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Do you agree? Isn't it? Python is easy.
Yeah, like you made it easy.
By default, it is easy. We'll make it much more easier. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Baba, today. Okay.
You're welcome.
Good evening, Sneha. How are you doing? Good evening, Sneha. How are you doing?
Sunil, good evening. I'm good, thank you. I have one question.
Yes.
Yeah, so, do we need Python in DevOps or AWS in cloud? And if we need, we need business knowledge or intermediate, how much percentage we need to learn?
If you are aiming for a DevOps professional or a cloud professional, okay, having knowledge, having basic knowledge on Python is an added advantage. It's not mandatory.
Okay.
Okay. But even though you're working as a cloud engineer, it's not mandatory that every DevOps professional should know Python. But if you know Python, it will be definitely added advantage. And you don't need to learn in depth of Python. Basics of Python is more than enough. Okay. So this training course is approximately 25 to 30 days, Sneha. So this Python knowledge is more than enough for a DevOps professional or a data science professional or an artificial intelligence or in any domain. This Python is enough. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Sneha. Vikas Pandey.
Yeah. Hi. Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, Vikas. How are you doing?
I'm good, sir. I'm good. How are you, sir?
Doing well. Your location, please.
Yeah, my location is Bangalore, and I am working with LTI, Larsen & Toubro organization in DevOps. So prior I was working in different field, but recently I worked with some my colleagues and take some certification on Linux. Then I finally cracked the
You
interview.
have successfully cleared the interview and you have successfully made your career in DevOps.
Yes, sir. Finally, I worked with the. I mean, I'm enrolled into the IT department, IT team. Yes.
Wow, very good.
And prior to that, I was in backend, call center, and all that part. I was moving here and there, but finally, I am on track right now. So I just wanted to improve myself and go into some other technology part. That's why I joined this organization. I mean, this your
First step, you have made your career in DevOps. Congratulations for that and stabilize it. Okay.
Yeah.
By learning additional skills for Vikas. Okay. All the best. All the best, Vikas.
Hello.
Okay? Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much. One more final call before getting on to today's concept.
One more final call because this is the first session of the batch. Amulya. Good evening, Amulya. I can see your hand raised. Okay. If you have no questions, do not raise your hand. Parvaz Ahmed. Good evening. How are you doing?
Good evening, sir. How are you, sir?
Doing well, Parvaz. How are you doing?
Yeah, same, sir. I'm very excited and I'm very thankful to you for providing me opportunity of learning Python.
Thank you.
Currently, I'm working in Amazon company in a non-technical field as a quality associate. I'm deciding to move to technical part. So one of my friends suggested this particular WhatsApp group. I'm really excited, and yeah, thank you, sir.
Perfect. Parvaz. Okay. Python is easy. Okay. There's no prerequisite to learn Python. Anybody can learn Python. Parvaz. Okay. Even a 10th class student can easily learn Python. Okay. So such a simple languages. Let's make it much more simple. Okay. I hope you'll enjoy the sessions.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And we're getting a lot of inquiries from our backend team because some of the participants are not in our WhatsApp group. So I will be sharing the WhatsApp group link. If you are not in the part of the WhatsApp group, please join the WhatsApp group, which using the link which I'm just posting in the chat box now. Upcoming batches. This is Python. It's starting by me on today. This is the WhatsApp group link. If you are not in the WhatsApp group, please do not join the duplicate groups. This is batch number 121. If you are not in the WhatsApp group, please join the WhatsApp group using the link which I have just posted in the chat box. This particular batch is having a WhatsApp group. If you want any updates regarding this particular training, you will be getting the updates using the WhatsApp group. Okay. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and please like our Facebook page. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. In case if this group is full, don't worry. I will be creating a new group and I'll be sharing the WhatsApp group link. In case this is full, generally it will not be full. In case this group is full, I'll be sharing a new group tomorrow. Please don't worry. Okay. So let's get started. In this session, you will understand what is Python, what is the use of a programming language, the different levels of programming language. As you can see in the screen, you will understand the level of the programming language of Python. You will understand the man behind Python. What are the prerequisites? And we'll discuss about features of Python. We'll learn the installation of Python. We'll discuss about IDLE, and we'll also make ourselves comfortable creating the first program and running the first program. So my dear friends, if you're very serious, I strongly recommend to do practice. Out of experience, I'm telling you, if you just listen the class, you may understand the concept, but if you don't do hands-on, you will not retain the concepts. If you really want to learn Python, if you want to master it, basics are very important. If you are very strong in basics, advanced Python you can learn by yourself. There are a lot of websites. In the internet where you can learn Python by yourself. The most important thing is that you need to do hands-on. To get the best of the training, please practice. To be very serious, right from day one to last day, make sure that you're very regular. Please practice whatever we are doing, learning, so that you can get the best of the training. Okay, thank you very much. Let's get started. Let's get started. If anybody asks you what is Python, your best answer is Python is a programming language. Yes. If anybody asks you what is Python, your best answer is Python is a programming language. There are many programming languages available in the IT industry. So one example of a programming language is Python.
Similar to Python, there are many programming languages available. We have Java is also a programming language. JavaScript, C, C++ is also a programming language. Go is also a programming language. C# is also programming language. There are many programming languages available. But right now in the industry, the most widely used programming language now in the world is Python. Probably 5 years back, it was Java. The most widely used programming language 5 years back was Java. Now Python has taken over Java. The most widely used, the best programming language as of now is Python. Okay, so if anybody asks you what is Python, your answer should be Python is a programming language. Okay, next, you may have questions. Sunil, why are we learning this language? What can we do with this program? Not only Python, what is the use of this programming language? As I have mentioned, there are a lot of programming languages available, isn't it? We have C, C++, Java, .NET, C#, Go, Python. There are many programming languages, isn't it? Why should we learn programming languages? How is it useful for us? So using programming language, what you can do, you can develop an applications. We can develop applications using the programming language. Using Python, you can build an application. Again, you may have questions. Sunil, what do you mean by an application? Simple application like calculator. You can see here. We have a calculator application running in our Windows operating system, isn't it? These kind of applications you can build using Python. So Python is a programming language which helps you to develop these kind of meaningful applications. Like calculator is an application, ticket booking application like Book My Show, your train ticket booking applications, your flight ticket booking applications, your hotel room ticket booking applications. Any applications. It could be customer relationship management application. It could be a mobile application. It could be a desktop application. It could be a web applications. So programming languages are used for building these kind of applications. Okay, perfect. So you know what is a programming language. You know what is Python. My dear participants, you know what is Python. Python is a programming language, and the main purpose of the programming language is to develop applications. Perfect. If anybody asks you what level of programming language is Python, if anybody asks you what is the level of the programming language, if anybody asks you what is the level of the programming language, your answer should be Python is a high-level programming language. Python, Java, these are high-level programming languages. So high-level programming languages are developer-friendly. It's very friendly for us. It's very comfortable for us. These kind of high-level programming languages like Python is very, very developer-friendly. It's very friendly to you. It's not difficult to write the Python code. It's very, very easy. Syntax is pretty easy. You don't need to worry about the syntax. Just make yourself comfortable writing a small Python program. Usually you can understand and start writing and building an applications. Okay. So if anybody asks you what level of programming language of Python is, so your answer should be Python is a high level programming language. So you know what is Python? Python is a programming language. You know what is the advantage of the program? What is the use of the programming language? Programming language are used for building applications. Python programming languages are used for building applications like web applications or desktop applications. You can also build mobile applications. Yes, you can. So programming languages are used for building applications. And Python is a high-level programming language. Now you got to know that the high-level programming languages are user-friendly. Clear? Clear about this. Now, who invented this Python? Who created this Python? The man behind Python is Guido van Rossum. So he's the man, he's called as father of Python, and this Python programming language is created in the year 1989. So this year Python was started, but Python has gained its momentum from last 10 years. Python is widely used from last 10 years. Okay. So now the Python is a leading programming language in the world. If you can search in Google. as per Jan 2022, the market share of Python is 29%, close to 30%. 1/3 of the market is captured by Python. The most widely used programming language, stop programming, Python is widely used programming language, yes. The most popular programming language in the world now in the recent years is Python. Used for everything. It is used in machine learning. It is used for building websites. It is used for testing. It is used for automation. It is used for DevOps. It is used in cloud platform. The number one programming language in the world is Python. In the year 2018, it is number 4. Now in 2023, it is number 1. In the year 2018, Java was number 1 programming language in the market share. Now it is number 3. The most widely used programming language right now is Python. So who will use Python? So all these companies use Python. Google uses Python. Spotify, IBM, so almost all applications is used as Python. So Python popularity is still soaring. Python is used in almost all the technologies. Python is becoming popular every year. In almost all domains, it is used in artificial intelligence, it is used in machine learning, it is used in robotics, it is used in automation, it is used in DevOps, it is used in cloud. Okay, so if you want to learn any programming language right now, the best option is Python. It's always good to learn which is very vastly used, which is widely used, isn't it? So you now know the importance of Python. So most widely used number 1 programming language as of now is Python. And no doubt it will be in the future for next 10 years, Python will be leading. You may never know about the future. But as of now, the Python is most widely used programming language in the world. And if Python is widely used, you should know some reasons why Python is widely used, isn't it? What are the advantages of Python? Why Python is used when compared to other programming languages? So let's learn more about Python. So Python is popular because of its features. Python is popular, Python is widely used because of its features. Python is simple and easy to learn. It's easy. Some of you, I'm sure some of you will be afraid of programming languages. I have seen many participants. Sunil, I don't like programming. That's the reason I go to testing. I don't want to get into coding. So for people like you, don't worry about this. Python is very, very easy. Anybody can learn Python. It's very simple. Let's make it much more simple. Python is an open source tool. You don't need to buy Python. You can install Python for free. It's an open source tool. It's a high level programming language, very comfortable syntaxes. It's a platform independent. Let's say if you build an application using Python, you can run that particular applications in your Windows operating system. Your same application, you can run it on Linux operating system. Python application, you can also run it on Mac operating system. It's platform independent. It runs on all the platforms. If you build an application using Python, it runs on Linux, it runs on Windows, it runs on any other operating system, Solaris also. That's why it's called as platform independent. It's dynamically typed. So I'll explain this once we get into practicals, but on a high level, in other programming languages, if you want to create a variable, you have to mention the data type. Type refers to data type. When I say type, it refers to the data type. It's dynamically typed. In other programming languages, when you create a variable, you have to mention the data type of the variable, whether it's an integer or a string or a character or a date. Whereas in Python, you don't need to mention the data type. Based on the value which you're storing, automatically the type is considered. We'll discuss this, what do you mean by dynamically typed, once we get into practicals. Python is both procedure oriented as well as object oriented. Few programming languages are purely object oriented, whereas Python is both object oriented as well as procedural. There are a lot of libraries. Extensive libraries are available in Python. So let's say you want an application. Okay, so you want some functionality. You don't need to build the functionality. If there is a library available, then just call that library and use that particular functionality. Extensive library is available for the developers so that they can use that particular libraries, which helps in building an application in much more easy way. So these are the features of Python because of which it is widely used in the industry right now. Okay. Okay. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. Perfect. So where are we standing now? You know what is Python? Python is a programming language. You know the use of programming language. It is a high-level programming language. He is the man behind Python. Okay, what's the prerequisite? What is the prerequisite to learn Python? Nothing. Anybody can learn Python. You may have zero experience in Windows. You may have zero experience in the IT industry. Anybody, you may be IT industry or you may be from non-IT background. If you're an aspirant for the software job, you have completely zero in IT, no problem. You may be from the core industries like mechanical or electricals or electronic engineering or civil engineering. Anybody can learn Python. There's no prerequisite. Anybody can learn Python. There's no prerequisite for learning this Python course. Only thing what you have to be very curious and you have to be very determined to do hands-on whatever we are learning. You have to practice. Okay, perfect. Next. Let's get started. If you want to practice Python, you have to install Python on your personal laptop. Agree, my dear friends? If you want to practice Python, if you want to write Python program, if you want to write the code and you want to run the Python program and get the output, where should we run the program? You have to install Python on your personal laptop. Agree? Isn't it? So let's get started. Let's get started. Let's learn the process of installing Python on our personal laptops or desktops. Pretty easy. If you're not having Python installed on your personal laptop, don't worry. Follow the steps. Each session is recorded. Follow the steps. And install Python so that you can practice right from the first example. Let's learn the process of installing Python. In my case, Python is already installed in my laptop, but it's not a problem. I'll show you again how to install Python. If you want to install Python on your personal laptop, go to the website python.org. If you want to install Python on your personal laptop, please visit the website python.org. Please visit this website, python.org. Can you see? Please, this is the website. Go to downloads and you'll have an option download for Windows. Go to downloads and you can see download for Windows. Mine is Windows operating system. If your laptop is Mac operating system, download for Mac. Okay, you can see list of all the downloads, or if you want to download it in Linux or Solaris or any other operating systems. In my case, I want to install Python on my Windows operating system. So I'll be installing Python. What is the version? 3.11.2. So I go to downloads and I'm downloading Python for my Windows operating system. Click on this. That's it. It gets downloaded. You can see here, my dear participants. As you can see, it's an exe file that is getting downloaded. Okay, so let's look at this. Yes, it's an exe file that gets downloaded. So if you look at the size of this particular file, how many MB? It is a small software of 24 MB. Okay, it's an exe file. So you have downloaded Python. It's an exe file. Very good. Once an exe file gets downloaded, what do? You install it. You run the exe file, isn't it? For example, if you want to install, you want to install Google Chrome on your Windows browser. Let's say, for example, you want to install Google Plus, or you want to install Notepad++, or you want to install Acrobat Reader. First, you download it and we run it in the same way. So what we have done, we have just downloaded the exe file. Once the Python exe file is downloaded, next what we do, we have to run it. Observe, it's an exe file. Exe file will be downloaded. Very good. Once the exe file is downloaded, what you have to do? You have to run the exe file. When you run the exe file, you'll get an option, add python.exe to path. You'll get this option. You have to select this checkbox. Okay. So let's run the exe file. So when you run this exe file, that's all. Python will be installed. As simple as that. Downloading the exe file, running the exe file is enough. That's it. The Python will be installed on your personal laptop. So why to delay? Let's get started. So I already have downloaded the exe file. Now what I'm doing, I'm running this exe file. Double click on this. double click on this, and here I'm getting upgraded now. For your case, you'll get install now. In your case, you'll get install now, and you get this option, add python.exe to the path. You select this option in case you get it. So I am upgrading now. In your case, you have to just install, that's all. Installing Python is pretty simple. As simple as it. Just takes less than a minute or two for a Python to get installed. Meanwhile, my God, a lot of participants raising their hands. Good evening, Pratibha. How are you doing? Your question, please. I can see your hand raised, Pratibha. You are now allowed to unmute. By default, you'll be on mute. You have to unmute and talk. Sorry, we cannot hear you. Okay, if you have no questions, please do not raise your hand.
Hello.
Yes, Pratibha, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. First of all, thanks for the session. Basically, I'm into testing background, so I wanted to Python, which can be useful for my testing.
Correct.
So,
Because in testing
whatever,
automation, Python is used, am I right?
yes. So will it be helpful, like whatever you're taking for these 40 days session?
Not 40 days, it is 30 days.
30 days, sorry. Yeah. Is that fine to learn this or
Yes, this is enough.
enough? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's it. Okay. No other questions.
Thank you. Then Mozi. Can you hear me then, Mozi? You are now allowed to unmute. Talk. Setup is successful. Perfect. Okay. Hardik Joshi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Thank you for joining. I think you are my old participant, am I right? Hardik?
Yeah, I joined that class, but I'm able to complete. So I got another opportunity. Thank you.
So
this time
how many sessions you have completed in the previous batch?
only 2. Then after I got some other workloads and I couldn't
So
able to
is this
complete.
timings visible for you? 5:30 to 6:30?
Yes.
So this time, please complete the entire course, Hardik. Okay.
Yeah.
So that you can get the best of the training. Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much. Perfect. We are done. Setup is successful. We are done with installing Python. We are done with installing Python. Only option what we have not received is add python.exe file. This checkbox you are not able to see it because in my case Python is already installed. If you are installing Python for the first time, you will get this option. Please select this checkbox and then add python.exe to the path. So that's it. That's Python is installed. That's all. Okay. So Python installation is very, very easy. We are done with installing Python. If you want to verify, my dear participants, if you want to verify whether the Python is successfully installed or not, you want to verify it. If you really want to verify whether the Python is installed on your personal laptop or not, what you have to do, you have to open the command prompt. Open the command prompt, and in the command prompt, you have to use Python. You have to use the word Python. So this is how, if you get some response, that means Python is successfully installed. So this is the way you can verify whether the Python is installed or not. So I'll show you. Open the command prompt. How to open the command prompt? You can see we have a Windows button here. So search for CMD. CMD stands for command prompt. Open the command prompt. It can be pointing to any location. In my case, it is pointing to C drive users del. That's fine. It can be in any location, don't mind. And here, if you want to verify whether the Python is installed or not, just write Python, that's all. And just press enter. If you're getting response like this Python 3.11.2, if you're getting this version and along with this date and time, this means Python is successfully installed and you get this 3 arrow marks. So that's all. If you're getting this response, that means Python is successfully installed. If you're not getting this response, that means Python is not installed. So I have shown you how to install Python. Not only installing Python, I have also shown you how to check whether the Python is successfully installed on your personal laptop. Yes, perfect. Okay. Okay. Next. Features of Python, we have learned it. Python installation, we have just completed it. We have installed Python, no doubt. I have verified in the command prompt, the moment you write Python, you're getting this response. That's a proof that the Python is successfully installed. Next. What is IDLE? What is IDLE? Python IDLE. What does that mean? IDLE stands for Integrated Development Learning Environment. IDLE stands for Integrated Development Learning Environment. It's a REPL tool. You may have a question, Sunil, what do you mean by REPL tool? REPL tool is responsible for reading, evaluating, printing, and looping. The purpose of the REPL tool is reading. The REPL tool will read the Python code, evaluates the Python code, that means understands the Python code, and gives you the output by printing the information on the console. And again, it will loop is nothing, but again, it starts reading the code. It will be waiting for your Python code. So that's the responsibility of the REPL tool. So example of a REPL tool is IDLE. So this is nothing but IDLE. This is a REPL tool. This is a learning environment. Python is installed. You need an environment to write a Python code. Let's say you're writing 5 lines of Python code. So where should we write the Python code? Should we write it in Notepad? Should we write it in Word document? Should we write it in browser? You should have an environment to write the Python code and get the results. So this is nothing but integrated development learning environment. The moment you run Python, the REPL tool gets open. That's nothing but in Python, it is called as IDLE. Generally, it is called as REPL tool. Generally, it is called as REPL tool. The purpose of the REPL tool is for reading, evaluating, printing, and again, looping. Loop stands for, again, it starts reading the Python code. So these are the responsibilities of this integrated development learning environment. Okay. Now, how do you open this integrated development environment? Very simple. How do you open it? Let me close this. How to close this integrate IDLE? Just exit, open the brackets, close the brackets. This is how you can close the IDLE. Exit. If you are exit to close the command prompt. Let me open the learning environment again. Open the command prompt. In the command prompt, type Python. In the command prompt, type Python. The learning environment gets open. So this is a proof. When you're getting 3 arrow marks, that's a proof that this is a learning environment. Okay. Now, let's write the first Python. I cannot say it as a program. Let's write the Python code to display some output. I want to display my name in the output. Let's write the first Python code, not a program. I'm writing a Python code to display some characters on the screen. I want to display my name on the screen. Whenever you want to display some name on the screen, we have a line called as print. And open the brackets, and whatever you want to display in the screen, mention it in single quotes. For example, I want to display my name on the screen. So mention in single quotes, I'm writing as Sunil. That's it. Open, close single quotes, close it. This is the print line, which helps you to print some characters on the screen. So look at the output here. Am I getting Sunil? Yes, perfect. Again, it is in the loop. Again, it is ready for reading. It's a REPL tool, right? So it has read my Python code. It has evaluated my Python code. It has printed me the output, and loop is nothing but again, it is ready for reading the Python, next Python code. So can you agree this is a REPL tool? Yes, it is a REPL tool. So my REPL tool is happily reading the Python line, evaluating the Python line, printing the output in the console, and again reading, ready to read my next Python line. So very simple. I've shown you the first Python statement, Python line to display some characters on the screen. Let's say, for example, I want to display hello world on the screen. So very simple, print. So whatever you want to display, you want to display hello world, single quotes close. So this is how you can display some characters on the screen. You want to do some calculations. Yes, you can do it. For example, just write 10 plus 20. Directly you can write some calculations. Are you getting the right output? Yes, perfect. So you have started working with, my dear participants, we have started practicals of Python. Understand, we have started practicals of Python. So we have learned how to open the learning environment. We have learned a statement, how to write a statement to display some characters on the screen. We are now started performing calculations using Python and getting the desired results. Yes. Anbarasan.
Yes. Good evening, Sunil. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah, very good evening and hope you're doing good.
I'm doing well. Did we talk before or is the first time you're interacting?
Yeah, you definitely not forget my name. I have attended
Yes,
previous
2
batches.
years back.
2 years back. It's very much
Anbarasan,
be
isn't
impressive.
it?
Yes.
Yes, thank you very much.
And
I
that I
remember it.
can proudly I can say that you are saying one word like game changer. It definitely a game changer. Now I've been working as a senior DevOps engineer in the MNC like Siemens.
Thank you very much. Very happy. And you made my day, Anbarasan. I'm very, very happy by listening to your response.
And you definitely changed my career in one of the best way what I have been dreaming of. Thank you
My
so
dear
much for really.
participants, please congratulate Anbarasan on the chat box. He made his career in DevOps as he was his dream job and he's now successful in working as a DevOps engineer. Congratulations, Anbarasan. Okay.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you so
how was
much.
your journey? How was your journey when you were aiming for the DevOps?
Yeah, definitely.
Is
To
it
be honest,
challenging?
I started AWS training with no hope and continuously to be working on DevOps and got my dream job. And our journey is very good. And
And
now the
now,
DevOps operation has been more important even in MNCs like
thank you
small
very much.
companies. Yes.
Thank you. And nothing, no looking back. Now you have a wonderful future ahead. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. And I have one question that in my organization, there are backend developers who are working on Django, which codes are written mainly on
Advanced
Python.py
Python.
files. Yes, what is the difference between what we have learned and what we are differ from them?
Have you learned Python?
No, it's the first time I have.
So what we are
tried
learning
this.
is basics of Python. Okay.
Yes.
This first 30 days, what we have started now, Anbarasan.
Yeah.
This is basics of Python. After that, there is one more course called Advanced Python. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So in the Advanced Python, we will be learning about the Django framework, and using that, we will be learning how exactly we can develop our applications also. Okay.
Have you conducting that course, that which Advanced Python?
I want to conduct, which we are planning it in the month of March.
Okay, okay. Many of us say that it's a scripting. What kind of scripting we actually going for? Is it
We have just started. Once you attend few sessions, you'll understand how exactly it works.
And okay, I'm really very happy to speak to you after some
to you
years
again
and really
after
in
2
a
years, I
better
can say.
position. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. And please refer our trainings if you like our trainings to your friends.
Sure. I have been already referred many of them with your time.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
Pallavi Shende.
Hello.
Good evening, Pallavi. How are you doing?
Yes, good evening, sir. Thank you so much. I am doing good. How are you, sir?
Doing well. Thank you, Pallavi.
Yes, yeah, and this is my second class. Actually, I missed few sessions in the previous one. So again, I have joined this sessions. And thank you so much for this opportunity, sir. Just a few, yes, actually, last year I've installed the Python, but now it is not working. It is showing repair or uninstall. That's the reason. It is
Okay.
showing repair or uninstall.
You do one thing, uninstall it, okay?
Okay.
And then restart the laptop and again freshly install it, okay?
Okay. Sure.
I'm sorry, many participants are raising. Let's have one more interaction. Jack Mas.
Hi, Sunil.
Good morning for
Good
your
evening, sir.
attendance.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You're from which location?
From Nigeria, please. Yeah, in Lagos.
Nigeria. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, please. I studied like cybersecurity for a while. Then I need Python to further more in my career. You understand? Now I downloaded PyCharm. Is it going to be useful in this training as well?
Yes, you can also use PyCharm. Yes, it will be useful. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
Jack
you so much,
Mas.
sir.
How do you know this institute?
Thank you. Yeah.
How do you know this institute, Jack Mas?
Yeah. Yeah. I saw it online, so that's when I registered. Then, yeah, and I saw so many news like what you've done to them, the testimony. I was like, I need to be part of this training.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I hope you'll enjoy the training. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. God bless you.
Thank you very much. How are you doing, Nagal Mera? Happy to see you again in the training.
Hi Sunil. Actually, I'm waiting for a call.
Yeah, Nagal. Many
for your
participants are raising. That's the reason we cannot
yes,
speak with
thanks for remembering my name.
Sure,
last
I
time,
remember you.
thanks for once again. I would like to thank you for your AWS sessions. I got job in AWS.
Congratulations. Thank you, Nagal. Thank you very much.
Yes, yes. After that, you are not teaching the AWS
I
sessions.
have stopped AWS.
Yes, yes. One more person and some.
Yes, Mr. Ankit is trained.
Yeah, Ankit. Thank
Okay.
you. Yes.
Thank you. Have you have attended DevOps also, right?
Yes, yes. I also attended DevOps, but unfortunately, I was not in the DevOps side. But anyhow,
But anyhow, you are in the cloud now.
Yes, yes, cloud. So right now, last time also I need to attend the sessions, but unfortunately due to my work and all, so I was not attend these sessions. So I'm very happy with your sessions again. I want to be a part.
Thank you, Nagal. Thank you for staying in the WhatsApp groups so that you got the updates.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Python is easy. Okay, very much easy when compared to DevOps and AWS. So you can easily manage it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So yes, we have started writing Python lines. You know some characters to print some characters, and you have know how to do some calculations and get the output. Okay. So that's it. If you want to close this learning environment, this is the integrated development learning environment. Ideally, if you want to close this learning environment, exit, open the brackets and close the brackets. That's how you're back. You're out from the learning environment, back to the command prompt. Okay, perfect. So that's how you can write the Python code. Okay. Now, let's say you want to save the Python code in the form of a file. Sunil, I don't want to run it here in the command prompt. I want to save my Python program in my laptops in a particular location. Let's say I want to save the program in my D drive or E drive or anywhere you can save the program. Yes, you can do that. For example, I want to write a first program. We are writing a small program to display some hello world on the screen. So this is the line we already know it. Print statement is used to print some characters on the screen. Now, if you want to write it, you can also write it in a separate Python file. Look at the way I'm handling it. Open the notepad. Okay. Let's say in E drive or in B drive. in D drive, in D drive, I have created a folder with the name Sunil, and I want to write my first Python program to print some characters on the screen. So open the notepad. This is my first one line of program to display some characters on the screen. So that's nothing but your print statement. So this is my Python program to display some characters on the screen. So once you write your program, it can be one line of program, it can be 10 lines of program, it can be 100 lines of program, or it can be 1000 lines of program. So that's not a problem. So I have written my Python program to display some hello world on the screen. It's a one line of program. And when you want to save the program in as form of a file, go to file, save as, and where do you want to save it? You can save it in any location, whichever you want. I want to save it in D drive. In D drive, I have created a new folder with the name Sunil. And in this particular folder, I want to save my Python file. File name can be anything. File name can be anything, but it should not be a text file. Change the file type to all files. It should not be a text file. Change the file type to all files. And file name can be anything. I'm naming it as any name. I'm naming it as ABC. But Python files are saved with extension .py. Very, very important. As you can see in the background, all the Python files are saved with extension .py. I'm saving my first Python program. And the file name can be, I think it is abc.py. And remember, where are you saving the program? We are saving the program in D drive. I have created a new folder with the name Sunil, my name, and I'm saving with the abc.py and saved it. Yes, I'm done saving my writing my first program. If you want to look at this, yes, you can go to that location. You can see it's a Python file as identified as Python file. This is how the Python file looks like. Remember, Python files are saved with extension.py. Okay. Now, if you want to run this particular Python file, okay, if you want to run the particular Python file, open the command prompt. Open the command prompt. Your command prompt should point out to the location where the Python file is available. My Python file is available in a D drive Sunil folder. So go to D drive. You can see here D colon. So I'm now pointing to D drive, and you need to move to the Sunil folder. CD Sunil, yes, now I'm pointing to Sunil folder, and here from this particular location, because this is the location where the Python file is available, and you have to run the Python file. How do you run the Python file? By using the word Python, followed to the file name. What is the name of the file name? What is the name of the file name? Yes, it is right, abc.py. So this is how you have to run the Python file. Once you run the Python file, so how many lines of program your Python file is having? Only one line of program. So that will be executed, and you get the hello world in the output. So clear? My dear participants, am I showing you? My dear participants, please respond in the chat box. Am I clear in explaining you how to write a Python program? It can be one line of program or 100 lines of program. 100 lines of program, don't worry. But am I clear in explaining you how to write a first Python program? How to write, it may be one line of program, but I have shown you how to write a first Python program. Python programs are files with our extension .py. You can clearly see Python files are nothing but saved in extension.py. Just open the notepad. You don't need to write any open. You don't need to write PyCharm order. Just open the notepad, write that one line of Python code, save it in your C drive, D drive, any location. Remember the location. Once you save the Python file, once you run the Python file, just close it. And how do you run the Python file? If you want to run it again, yes, you can run the Python file again. That's not a problem. Go to the location Python abc.py. That's it. The program gets executed, you get the output. Okay. So these are the two ways. One is by in the learning environment, you can directly write the print statement, or the second approach is you can save the files with extension.py and run the program. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Did we meet our agenda for today's session? Did we meet our agenda for today's session? Did we meet? Yes, you know what is Python. Python is a programming language. Similar to Python, there are many other programming languages available, but most widely used programming language as of now is Python. The main advantage is what is the functionality of the programming language is to build applications. It's a high-level programming language. Most important point is it's easy to learn and easy to execute. And the man behind Python is Guido van Rossum. So thanks to this person, he's the father of Python. And the prerequisite is nothing. There's nothing. No prerequisite is required for learning Python. Anybody. Even a school-going children can easily learn Python. In fact, there are Python in computer science subject in schools. And features of Python, most important feature is easy to learn. And you have know how to install Python, integrated development learning experience. You have run your first program, and we have executed the first program in Python. So are you happy with today's session? My dear friends, are you happy with today's session? If yes, please type yes in the chat box. Promise, are you practicing whatever we have learned in today? It may be a small one line of program. Now, please open your laptop immediately after the session or before attending tomorrow's session. All of you should install Python on your personal laptop to get the best of training. do not neglect because it is free. Do not neglect this training. Don't think that it is a low quality training because it is free. It may be free, but it is very, very important, because I am planning to give the best of the basics of Python, and to my best, I'll make sure that everything is very clear from my end. Okay. So my dear participants, so please complete this training, complete this example, complete the first example. In tomorrow's example, we get started with variables. We will learn how can we create the variables, and then we will get more. This is a one line of program, but many more lines of program we'll be planning for our tomorrow's session. Okay. Yes. Perfect. One more important point. Live training is absolutely free. The duration of this training is approximately 25 to 30 days. No one will ask you for, we will not call you for any making the payment. But in case if you want the notes, or you want the PowerPoint slide, you have to make a nominal payment of, in case if you want it. If you don't want recordings, that's okay. You can attend the training for free. In case if you want the recordings, you can buy the recordings for a nominal cost. Nominal cost of, what is it? Let me check the cost. Python buy now, go to buy now, and it is for the rupees 1,179. If you want to buy the course, it's a lifetime access to the videos and notes and PowerPoint slides. Otherwise, absolutely it is free. Okay. Any questions, please, before closing, before ending today's session? Many participants are raising their hands. Siddharama, good evening.
Hi, good evening, Sunil. Thank you. And is there any way or any topics that will be covered for the networking Python during this course?
Okay, so I have mentioned the course contents in the WhatsApp group.
Oh, okay, okay, sorry.
Okay, so please check the course contents, or I'll share the course contents again. Okay,
sure, thank you so
can get
much.
the course contents in the website also. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Ganesh.
Hello.
Hello, Ganesh, how are you?
Hi, Sunil. Thank you for the opportunity. Actually, I do have a couple of questions regarding Python. My background is graduation. I did the graduation in BCom. So, is there any future in doing Python in my background?
What is your current experience?
It is 5+ years in PMO. I'm working as a PMO analyst.
In which technology?
PMO analyst, project management.
Project management. Okay, so you're already in the project management. Definitely Python will help you if you want to get into coding side. Okay, that's most preferred technology. Okay, you are already in the project management, so that's not a problem. It helps you in your current industry. Okay.
Is there any point where I can go on from project management to full stack or any developer side role?
In case if you want to get into full stack, I recommend you to go to Python full stack. Okay.
Python full stack.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. Shanmugam. Shanmugam.
Yeah, good evening. First of all, thanks for giving an opportunity to learn Python at free of cost. And the way you are teaching is really nice. I would really appreciate if you do the same thing in your lifetime, so that most of the people will get benefited out of this.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and my question is, I'm from mainframe background.
Mainframes. Okay.
I would like to change my technology.
Yes, it is
So-
important. Mainframes are getting out. It's already outdated, is it?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So
are you
probably,
working in IBM?
I was in IBM. Now I just moved to, not now, a decade before I moved to Capital side, and I'm working
Yeah. So in case if you want to change your technology, okay. So
Yeah.
one thing which is used, as you know, in all the domains, Shanmugam, is Python, isn't it? Okay. So you may change to cloud, you may change to DevOps, you may change to programming.
I prefer machine learning.
Machine
So for
learning.
that,
Python is
yeah.
used in machine learning. Yes, this will be
Yes,
added
yes.
advantage for you.
Yeah, that's a thing. And this is the first step for me to change the technology.
Okay, yeah, you are in the right track. This will be definitely add value to your machine learning skills. Okay. How
Thanks
do
a
you know
lot.
this? How do you know this institute?
One of my colleague, he shared just 15 minutes
Before
before
the session.
Yeah.
Okay.
session.
Have you joined the WhatsApp group?
Yes, he shared both the things. So I just joined the WhatsApp group because I don't want to miss the group.
Okay.
To
So
be honest,
stay in the group
I
so
don't-
that you get the updates about this particular.
yes.
Okay. So keep learning and enjoy the training. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. And
Yes, Shanmugam, you are about to say something. Please unmute again.
do you have any plan to conduct machine learning related things or
No.
DevOps?
DevOps, we already are providing training on DevOps, but not in machine learning.
Okay, thanks.
DevOps we have started today. Okay, in case if you want to attend the DevOps training also, you can attend, refer to this website. I hope you know the website logiclabstech.com. I'm sending the URL in the chat box. So in the chat box, I'm sending the URL. Please visit this particular website in case if you want to know about upcoming batches. We have started DevOps event today, and tomorrow also is a demo class for DevOps. It's early morning, 6 o'clock. Get the WhatsApp group and Zoom registration link from the website. Kirti, good evening. Sorry, looks like some technical glitch. I am unable to unmute you. Pravalika. Pravalika, any questions?
Hi, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Thank you for giving this opportunity, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, sir. Previously, also, I have attended your training section on Python.
Okay. How was
So, yeah, it was very good and it is very useful in many of the interview section for me.
Okay. So why are you repeating again? You already have completed it, right?
Yeah, sir. Just 10 days only I have attended your basic of the section.
Okay.
Recently only I got opportunity in Unique High company.
Good. As a Python programmer?
Yeah, yes, sir.
But you have not completed Python. You have completed only 10 days, right?
Yes, sir. So let me know that full of the content. So I was joined again in this
Very
section.
good. This time you complete entire course. Okay. So that
Yeah,
you
okay,
will be
sir.
more confident working in Python. Okay. All the
Yes.
best, Pravalika. Happy to share the third good
Thank-
news. Okay. Thank you.
Thank
very
you a
much.
lot, sir.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All the best. Ranjit Singh, good evening. How are you?
Yes, sir. Hi, sir.
Good evening, Ranjit. Your location,
Yeah.
please.
My location is West Bengal, Calcutta,
Thank you.
and
Your
I'm doing
experience.
well, sir. Just I'm asking, I'm not able to join WhatsApp group. So how is the next step? How to join?
WhatsApp group is 1 minute. Can you see the chat box now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So I have just posted one link in the chat box.
Okay, sir.
Ranjit, I have just
Yeah.
posted one link in the chat box. Click on this link and then join.
Just wait. Just.
If in case if it is full, okay, I will share you the new group tomorrow. Okay, we'll be creating a new group.
Yes. Yeah, sir. I have joined. Thank you, sir.
You have joined, very good. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Indira.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Indira. How are you?
Fine, sir. How are you, sir?
Doing well, thank you.
I am very grateful to you, sir.
Did you attend my previous class?
Yes, sir. AWS as well as DevOps.
Thank you very much.
Actually, I joined in my husband company itself.
Wow, congratulations. Very happy to know that. Okay, you have joined in the same
Actually,
company
he's
of yours.
trying to take leads.
Hello?
He is trying to take leads for
Okay.
cloud. And
don't-
some experienced guys also joined with us.
I don't understand what you mean by leads.
He is trying to acquire a project, sir, relevant to
Okay,
AWS.
okay. Your husband is trying to get a project on AWS.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir.
Okay. Good. Thank you, Indra.
Also, I completed AWS Solution Architect Associate certification.
Congratulations.
For that purpose only I completed, sir. Actually, you are given me a good basics, sir.
Thank you. Now we'll start learning Python also. Indra, it is easy. Okay.
Yes, sir. Already I know JavaScript.
Then it is very easy for you. Okay. Start learning Python. Good job that you have started Python. Complete
Yes,
it. Okay.
I
All the best.
completed your DevOps hands-on, sir.
Very
And
good. Very
Ankit Karula, sir, class also I completed all.
Very good.
Hands-on.
All the best, Indra. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Keshava Rao. Good evening.
Hi, Sunil. Good evening.
Good evening, Keshava.
Yeah, actually, I have one question. I saw your course content, Python course content, but
it is very basic.
Very basics, and there is no sample palette at the end of the course. If you provide any sample palette, it is very useful for us.
Yes, we'll plan for it. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Elvarisi.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, sir. Good evening, sir, and
Good
thank you so much. Actually, I already attend your Python class, and this is my second class also. Having a refreshment of my previous class. The main thing is I was struck with that object when you are taking classes on objects oriented. So I am not very much clear, and already in my college days also I was very scared about those concepts. So for that time, for the next time also I wish to
You
join
want to
this
repeat
course.
that object-oriented
Yes,
concepts.
yes, sir. And what you are teaching is very simple, but this
There is one more course, Advanced Python.
yes, sir. I am also eagerly waiting for that course
Even
also.
I want to start Advanced Python. I'm under a lot of pressure. So we will start it in March.
Okay, sir. And a little bit still more simpler for us regarding this class object oriented thing.
Okay. Don't worry. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Final call. This is the final call for today, and the next session will be tomorrow. Before closing, Hari Prasad. Good evening, Hari Prasad.
Good evening, Sunil.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, Hari Prasad. Thank you
Very
very
good.
much.
Great to hear. I'm glad for this opportunity to speak to you.
I'm equally happy to train this group of people. Okay, big size batch.
Yeah, I see. I'm an Oracle DBA and Core DBA for all open source databases. Actually, I'm 11 years of experience in database administrator, and I'm working in a product-based company, Comcast.
Okay.
So now the DBA platform gradually is getting slowed down into
Because
that.
you know, Harinath, everything is going to cloud, isn't it?
Correct.
Automatic backup, automatic recovery, patching, no downtime.
Because of the villain DevOps.
Yes, you're right. Cloud and DevOps is changing the
Yep.
way. The way.
So now the plan I'm in the transition to move the DevOps. I started
we have to move to
correct.
the
I should to do. So I kickstarted my Python through the YouTube and the Udemy, but you know what? I didn't get a good proper mentor. But you know, I was a very good student with Ankit.
Okay.
Two courses I completed into that, like Azure as well as AWS. But you know, like coming to that in sport in future, machine language and artificial intelligence, I'm focused on into that. Like for that, basic Python is required.
Correct.
So I jumped into that. That is my key idea. So thanks for this.
You are in the right track, Hari Prasad. Please complete the entire course. Don't leave the course in between.
Sure, Sunil.
And this will be helpful for you in machine learning and artificial intelligence. Okay?
Yeah. Still, I have one doubt, Sunil. Can I go ahead? Like,
yes, please.
Yeah, in programming language, like we have multiple high-level languages in a platform independent, right?
Java
like
is
Java,
also
C++,
.NET also high-level
correct.
language.
But why Python is so tricky
Special.
and like
Not
special.
tricky, special.
Yeah, special because of the future, I can say, like or else something special is there.
No. The main trick behind Python is the way memory performance of the applications will have a drastic difference when compared to Java and .NET. Okay, if an application is built on Python, definitely it will have a better performance when compared to if you compare the applications which are built on Java and .NET, because the way the memory is handled in Python is absolutely different. Okay, so once we get into the core concepts, once we get into practicals of Python, the way we have to understand Python is absolutely different. Especially the only difference is memory management, Hari Prasad, because object oriented is there in all Java, object oriented is there in .NET. Okay, all these are most important changing key point in Python is memory management. How exactly it handles the memory, especially when applications are built on Python, is the making the difference. Okay, you will understand soon once we get started. Okay.
Gotcha. And one more thing, like how can you like variate from Python to Golang? Is there anything? Because
no.
one of the speed up language Golang, you might heard about it.
Yes, but with respect to libraries, okay, Python is having more extensive libraries, and Golang is not used in artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science. Okay, when compared to Python, so it is widely accepted. Python is Go language may have equivalent features, but most widely accepted across all domains is Python. Okay, so
awesome.
that's why it's recommended.
Thank you, Sunil. I'm eager to the course, and
you will enjoy. You will enjoy once we get into the.
Yeah, this is my first opportunity interacting with you into these logical labs.
Thank you.
And I saw you in many forums and logical labs sites as well as in groups videos.
Thank you.
Like you posted something, right?
I'm sure you will also be happy.
Thank you.
Happy learner from Logic Labs Technologies. Okay.
So I don't think like this much content is like practically. I mean, in the industry, I can compete with that. Is there any doubts? I can mail you. Okay, how to?
Yeah, you can. First of all, you can raise your hand. Okay.
Yes.
But there are hundreds of people raising their hand. So
no, not about raising hands. About like the content. I mean, the course. Weightage, course weightage, like based on this course content. Once I completed this, I don't know how to implement into the real-time industry.
You will understand that once we complete 80 to 90%. What is the next step? Automatically you'll understand. Okay.
Awesome. Okay, sure. Thanks a lot.
Okay. So my dear participants, that's it for today's session. Stay tuned for tomorrow. Tomorrow as we have installed Python, as we are now ready with getting started. So much more interesting concepts of Python for tomorrow's session. Until then, stay tuned and have a good time. Thank you very much.